What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild. Check it in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 4K visual, back with another banger today, guys, because man, things is getting crazy. So I did a COVID video let me just check the date, to be honest. I did a COVID video on August 7th. It is now August 22nd. So it's been 7th, 22nd, 15 days. I want to say 15 days. 15 days. I might be right, might be wrong, whatever. 15 days, about 2 weeks. When I did that video at that time, I had already been sick for about 5 days as well, 4 or 5 days. So it's been about 20 days, 21 since I've been since the beginning to now. And I wanted to give you guys an update because a lot of stuff has happened since then, and I kind of am like confused on which way to go about it and how to explain this to you, you know? So when I made that video at the time, it had been about 4 days into being sick. I was sick, I had a fever, I had sinuses were inflamed, sore throat, cough, sneeze, fever, chills, body aches, and fatigue where I slept throughout the whole entire day. Constantly sucking on halls, daytime, Dayquil, NyQuil, Tylenol, all the above I was taking to help as much as possible. And about the 5th, 6th day, it kind of subsided to the point, but still, even to this day, August 22nd, still have a cough coming out of nowhere, still have mucus in my throat from time to time, and this a lot of sinus problems and stuff like that. If you guys remember, during that time from then till now, I did about 6 to 7 tests, all negative, every single one negative. We did 3 tests, and then we went to the rapid at the doctor and did a rapid test, negative for me. But out of the 6 to 7 that I did, Nicole did about 8. And Nicole, we went together, was positive. Nicole had since then been testing negative. I had since then been testing negative. I was sick, so we went together. I had symptoms. I was sick. Nicole tested. I tested. I was negative. She was positive. So we were confused. We were very confused because she was asymptomatic at the time, but she tested positive for COVID. So we had at that time, I maybe was like at like day 10 or something at that time. I can't really necessarily remember. But we were planning to go to Vegas for our honeymoon, which was about, I think, it was like 10, no, I can't remember how many days, but it was just enough time to where we could quarantine and still make Vegas. So Nicole had tested positive. We stayed on lockdown. We stayed on quarantine, and she took a test 2 days before Vegas, or no, 3 days before Vegas. She went and got the actual PCR, the one that they send off to the facility. She actually got that. I think actually when she got the positive test, I want to say like 3 days later she went and got a PCR test, which is the one they send off to the lab and do that. Not the rapid. This is the more detailed one where they send it to the lab. And at the same time, she went and we got home test as well. She did her home test 3 days after the positive test. It was negative. Then the PCR test that she received was negative. And then right before we went to Vegas, we did another test, and both of those came out negative. So Nicole randomly got a positive test, and I was told to quarantine. At that time, that weekend, I was planning to go out to Miami to actually do a show with Fresh and Fit. I was supposed to be on their show, but since Nicole was positive and I had symptoms, I didn't go. I didn't want to risk it, so I didn't go. But then come to find out, Nicole's positive test came, but then her following tests were all negative. So I don't know if I had COVID or not at this point. I had all the symptoms. There's a Delta variant now out there. I don't know. Was Nicole's first test that was positive a false positive? Was it a positive and then now she no longer tested positive, she was negative? Did I ever even have it? I had every single symptom. Everybody that I told that I had the disease, that had the virus, I told them, and they told me that they more than likely thought I had it. The doctor told me that more than likely I have it, and I'm just showing false negatives. But I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on at this point. And I feel bad almost in a way because I made a video about that and I might not have had it, or I might have had it and I was just I don't know at this point. You know, so I had all the symptoms. I felt horrible. I didn't do any videos. I didn't do nothing. I died for basically 4 days, just laid in the bed. And I'm still to this day lingering with some sort of mucus or some sort of problem right now as we speak. Because usually when I get sick, 3 days max, I'm good after that. I'm still sitting with post-nasal drip, a cough that comes out of nowhere. That I hate coughing because people look at me crazy. Mucus in my nose, mucus in my sinuses that I got and loogies out and stuff like that. So I'm still dealing with things. I never lost my taste of smell. I never lost my taste nor my smell. I just don't know. I don't know if it's a Delta variant or it's a new variant out that I could have had. I don't know what's going on. Some people say it's allergies going on right now. I do not know. And I wanted to let you guys know because maybe you're someone out there that's tested positive, had the symptoms. I don't know. The best thing I think I could say is that I did have it, but I wanted to let you guys know how crazy these tests were. The fact that Nicole tested positive, then went 3 days later and got tested and it was negative and it was a PCR test. The rapid showed positive, the PCR showed negative. Then following at-home test showed negative for both of us. I've never tested positive, but I had all the symptoms. So I wanted to put that out there. I was told not to get vaccinated for at least a month, me and her, since we were showing symptoms and possibly had it, and not get vaccinated for a month. So I'm waiting to see how, what that turns out to be, what direction we want to go with vaccination, which vaccination. I'm not going to lie, man, as more and more time comes on, I have all the news I'm seeing from both sides. People that tell you get vaccinated, people that tell you not. I've seen bad things that are happening to certain people. I've heard stories, but I really want to be safe, and I want to make sure my loved ones are safe and the community is safe, and I want to do the right thing with the world. Alexa, turn on lamps. Alexa, turn on lamps. The vibes wasn't right. I don't know. But I just wanted to give you guys a real one-on-one how I'm feeling, how I'm taking this in, and I'm a little shook, man. I'm a little spooked because I don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell's going on. And to be honest, I feel like I hate to say it, but I feel like we all don't know what the hell's going on. Doctors and scientists have some sort of thought. They have a better idea than me, so that's why I want to take what they're saying and listen to them, and I want to do the best I can do. But these tests, man, everything is just crazy. I wanted to give you guys an update on that and just keep it 100 with you because I could have just left it at that, but Nicole did test negative several times after she tested positive, and it wasn't like it was a month or a week after. It was like 3 days after. She wanted to double check. We were thinking maybe they swapped our swabs, but I don't know, man. I wanted to give you guys a quick update. It's crazy, but yeah, it happened. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we got more to talk about this week, so stay tuned, man. I got a lot on my mind, man. Let's get it. Peace.